This is a 2009 Infiniti G37 Sedan. It only has 21,000 miles in the ever-popular black-on-black color combination. Now 2009, as you may know, is the first year for the G37 in the sedan. It came out as a G35 back in 2003. When the body style changed in 2007, it had a carryover of the 3.5-liter engine and 5-speed automatic transmission. In 2009, a couple of changes, both to the engine, which is now the 3.7-liter motor with well over 300 horsepower, but also a 7-speed automatic transmission. So for those of you who are a little bit more careful driving, the benefit in gas mileage is readily apparent. You don't lose any power though if you've got a lead foot. Obviously these are a thrill to drive, a rear-wheel drive vehicle and a front mid-engine platform. So if you read about front midship platform, what does that mean? Clearly the engine's in the front, it's not a midship car, but the truth of it is with the G-Series sedan and with the coupe as well, the engine sits so far back in the engine bay that most of the weight of the engine sits behind the front axle, and therefore gives it actually a mid-engine designation. The weight distribution is roughly 51% in the front of the vehicle and 49% in the rear of the vehicle. Therefore, as soon as you sit in the car, you get essentially a dead neutral 50-50 weight distribution, or ideal weight distribution. A lot of people comment that, well, aren't front-wheel drive cars better for different weather conditions? But we remember cars like BMW, Mercedes are built in Germany, and Germany has an environment much the same as Seattle, and believe it or not, between BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, none of them have ever built a front-wheel drive car in their company's history. They're all rear-wheel drive cars, and they all have that same belief system that an ideal weight bias, a 50-50 weight distribution, is the single most important thing when it comes to dealing with adverse weather conditions. As you well know, the Autobahn has essentially unlimited speed limits, and so you would think that it would be much safer if front-wheel drive were the case for well-engineered cars like BMW, Mercedes at all, that they would go with front-wheel drive, and in fact the opposite is true. Infiniti recognized back in 2002 when they came out with the 2003 Infiniti G35 that clearly was going to be the future of the car business, that rear-wheel drive was going to make a big swing. As the pendulum kind of had swung one way to front-wheel drive, it was about to swing back to rear-wheel drive platforms with that ideal weight distribution. And here is kind of the pinnacle of that, the 09 G37, the bigger motor, the newer transmission, and all the things that make the G such a wonderful car to drive. Now, this one's also a premium package, so you get the power tilt and telescopic steering. So if you get one without the premium package, it's going to have a little lever that comes down, and you can make the steering wheel go up and down. You kind of have to jimmy around in there and lock it back into place. This one's just push button, so you just push the button, it goes up and down, and then also it's telescopic. So people with bad backs, they like the idea of being able to set the chair where they want the chair to be first, and then getting the steering wheel to them or away from them, so that they don't put a lot of burden on their back by having to reach out and kind of hold the steering wheel from afar. You also get the Bose stereo system as opposed to just the standard radio that comes with the G-Series cars. You get dual zone climate control, so left and right, so the passenger can have a little warmer, a little cooler if the situation dictates, or you can just do it so that the driver just gets all that hot or cold air blowing exclusively on them. Really popular with commuters. You also get a multi-function driver's seat. Again, for people who have back problems, getting comfortable in a vehicle is a little bit more challenging for them. This is definitely the one that you want. Black on black, it's great colors. 2009 is the year that they came out with scratch shield paint, and that's noteworthy on a black car. A lot of concern on black is that it looks dynamite, but sometimes it shows swirl marks and what have you. Infiniti had come out with something in 2008 on the EX, and then also in 2009 on the G-Series sedans that was discontinued shortly thereafter, but it's called scratch shield paint. How it works is, if there are any little hairline abrasions or swirl marks or what have you, as soon as the sun comes out, the clear coat on the car is so unbelievably soft that it actually moves around and flows around the body panels. And the reason they discontinued it, it's a very expensive process. They didn't realize what they were getting themselves into. They got a little ahead of themselves with their giddiness about the new technology. But for those of you in the market for a 2009 particularly, you're going to benefit from it because it's a great feature. The all 2009 Infiniti G sedans that haven't been repainted, they have wonderful shine and eye appeal because they do have that fabulous paint process. And Low miles, only 21,000 miles. Perfect service record since day one, just serviced by us. This is a very nice car. You're going to enjoy it quite a lot.